Welcome to Nothing to Fear podcast. I go by the name BlonkoPro. I started this podcast to share my untold story, my truths, and my journey, and my close relationship to Jesus Christ. And I want you to create a life on your own terms. We always have a choice. This podcast is about career, hustle, perseverance, manifestation, fun, sport, entertainment, relationship goals, and making it happen on your terms.
Welcome back to another episode of Nothing to Fear podcast, or the People's Podcast, of course. You know what I mean? This week I dragged my boy back here in the camera. You know, he always over there in the car. That's his voice. He always here yapping over there all the time.
Yapping? Wow. All right. I'm just yapping now. That's crazy.
I mean, it's nothing bad, but he's a voice you hear over there. I don't mean anything bad by that.
Yeah, I know.
You
I'm
know
kidding.
what
I'm kidding, man.
So what's good, man? How you been?
I'm good, man.
Did you work today?
Nah, I took off. I took off for the week.
Yeah, you took off for the week.
Yeah, I had to because I needed a mental break from it. You know, we all need some time to just. Yeah,
That's essential, brother.
It is. I just noticed over the past month, actually 2 months, where a lot of things have been kind of either stagnant or going downhill because I'm not focusing the way I was before.
Yeah.
And even you talked to me about it because you were concerned, and that's because I wasn't doing my routine anymore. I stopped working out. I stopped meditating like I was before, and trying to juggle between two different worlds and get my footing. I'm not doing that properly.
You know the good thing about that?
Yeah.
You caught yourself.
Yeah, before it got
too late.
Yeah, so that's why I took that week off now and mind you, I'm not even taking no vacation, I'm not going nowhere. I need to lock back in, let me recenter myself, re-get my routine back the way I was before.
Calibrate back.
Yeah, exactly.
Recalibrate.
Exactly.
Recalibrate. That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at now with that.
It happened to the best of us.
Yeah.
Trust me when I tell you that. You know what I mean? The good part about it, you pick it up.
Yeah.
You pick it up.
It was getting bad. Even my 9 to 5 was suffering, where I was making a lot of mistakes that I normally wouldn't make. Yeah. And it's like I can't think straight.
Let me ask you a question though. You ever take a vacation?
I haven't taken a vacation in that long. I honestly, the last time I took a vacation, it wasn't really a vacation, but last time I left the state was maybe 4 years ago.
Like 4 years ago?
4 years
you
ago.
leave
COVID.
You leave the state.
Yeah, I went to Miami.
Oh, you went. Oh, the state.
Yeah.
I'm mixing up with the country. I'm like.
Oh, I actually never been out of the country.
Never been out of the country?
No.
Why? There's a specific reason behind that?
It's going to sound silly to most. It's going to sound silly to a lot of you guys, but I always had 2 reasons why. One, I never felt like I earned it to leave. That's why I never did. I haven't done enough work and earned that right to leave and just be happy for 2 seconds and relax. And then another reason was I always had this, don't sound stupid, I know, but I had this fear that if I left, that something's gonna go wrong at my house or my family if I'm not here.
That's too much, right? That's a lot right there. And let me correct you on the part that you say you don't earn it. Because I've been speaking of that.
You have.
There's no such thing as a perfect situation.
You have to make it sometimes.
You have to make it happen, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? So, real shit. There's not only you out there thinking like that. Mm-hmm. There's people out there thinking like that. And there's no such thing as a perfect situation. You're going to make shit happen. You know what I mean? Because life is once.
Yep.
Life is for living. You know what I mean? Life is for living, having fun, enjoying, creating memories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying, man, it's not too late either.
It's not. It's just like I said, it's hard for me because I spent the better part of I spent all my 20s and my 30s, even though I'm in early 30s now, fucking around a lot. So that's why I feel like I haven't really earned it to be able to sit and relax. Even if I left right now, going on vacation right now, I'll be thinking about the studio. I'll be thinking about 9 to 5.
Life full of ups and downs, and you have to work with it as it comes. You know what I mean? And you have to remember. You have to believe. I'm not gonna say that you're not. I'm just saying from my perspective, you have to build a relationship with God. and let him do it for you. You know what I mean? Let him lead it. Let him. Don't do it by your own. Get him involved. You know what I mean? Let him make decisions for you. I mean, leave everything to him. Don't make it by your own. That's why he's there for us. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're right. And you know, and like there's always said, you know, don't lead by your own example or your own understanding. Lead not by your own understanding. Yeah.
I think it's Ezekiel. It's one of them.
I think it was Ezekiel.
Yeah. Don't lean on your own understanding.
But it's hard to do that sometimes. It is, because you get so caught up and life goes so fast. Like, yo, we was just in January. It's now mid-March. You know what I'm saying? It was just 2024.
It's not hard. I'm be honest with you. It's not hard. If you pray on a regular, then you will understand. Then you will build up a relationship with God, and then it will happen.
You're right.
No, it's not hard. You know what I mean? Because I myself was at that place before, so I can tell you from experience. That's what's happening in my life right now. Like, I pray on a regular. I build a relationship with God, and everything become more easier to figure out. If you understand what I'm saying. So you let God lead the way, and do what you do, but do it with God involved. Involve God in it, and then everything will work out. You know what I mean? But a lot of shit going on in the news, man. A lot of stuff going on. But before we do that, let's say this. Before we say that, like, share, and subscribe. It's a People's Podcast, Nothing to Fear podcast. We're here, growing and glowing and educating and understanding and inspiring. You know what I mean? So, tap in. Share the thing. You know what I mean? Share it up. You see me? So, there's a lot of shit going on in the news, man. A lot. A whole ton load, man. I see some stuff going on.
Come on, you with your boy? That's your man. Don't act shy now. That's your man.
What do you mean by that?
Your man Trump, man. That's your boy. That's your boy.
What do you mean by that?
That's your boy, man. Not like that.
I'm not knocking no one. He's the one who leading the country right now. So what we're gonna do? We have to open, pray, and endure and hope that things are gonna change. You know what I mean?
Shit.
So I saw some stuff in the news, man. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, the French one back there, Statue of Liberty. I didn't even know that until I saw it in the news, because
how do you take that shit back?
I didn't go to school here. I go to some school here, but I don't understand the history behind the Statue of Liberty until I saw that thing in the news. So I go do my own little research and thing, and to make sure I know and understand what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
But I'm just trying to say, how petty you gotta be to go, yo, I want my fucking 50-ton, 100-foot-high statue back that's been in your country for over like 200 years.
That's
I want
crazy.
that shit back, because you
I want
pissed
it
me
back.
off.
I want to know what stepped them to do that. You know what I mean? And there's some controversy around it too, where they were saying it was inspired by a sister.
Yeah.
I
did read that once before that instruction for it.
According to the readings that they have, the facts they have, they say that was a news, whatever. It's a misunderstanding. It's an artist from France came up with the idea, you know what I mean? But you know, if it was a sister, they wasn't gonna brush it underneath the carpet. Anyway.
Of course.
You know what I mean? You know how that shit goes. You know what I mean?
And actually, to go further than that, if I'm not mistaken, it was actually depicted after a black woman slave.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be chained.
Yeah, that's what it's
at the bottom of the ankles.
Mm-hmm.
And the torch that she was holding was supposed to be something else.
It wasn't a torch.
It wasn't supposed to be a torch.
It wasn't a torch.
No.
Let me see. It was a lamp.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
You see?
That's the one in Paris, right?
Yeah, that's the one in Paris.
Yes, but they changed
they show it in two colors here, in a sister color and in a white version. But
not just the color. The face. Look at the face.
Yeah, look at the face though. This don't look like this. Oh, this look like the Virgin Mary.
Right.
The Virgin Mary that they show us. She look like the Virgin Mary. Like, why everything gotta be white and straight nose? I mean,
same way they depict Jesus being white. And it's like,
man.
first off, The fact that they always depict Jesus being white in every church. that
Every
you go to.
church, yeah.
Mind you, how can he be white? Just off of the standpoint of where he lived at that time. My man is in the desert, where it's hot and blazing sun.
Yeah.
Right? They described him with woolly hair.
Yeah.
Right?
So the preachers.
How the fuck you pale white with no tan in the desert where there's really no shade in those days?
The logic. All right, you're the logics of that. All right.
But you white.
We're not gonna get too much into it, but we're gonna be real with ourselves. According to how life is right now, situated right now, if Jesus was white, you think we would have been around? Think about it. Let's think about it.
Yeah.
Let's logically think about it. If God was white, there was no black people would be in existence.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Remember, to me, this is all about a test to see how we all can come together as humanity and all still embrace God, no matter where you're from or who you are.
Of course,
So
but I'm
that's
talking from the point of view of where how they treated us.
Oh,
Based on how they treat us, they wouldn't have allowed us to be around, bro. Think about it.
nah, because remember, there was still white slaves at some point in time. There was always slavery in every race and every generation. It's just that we got the worst of it.
It's a debate.
You know, it is, but
But
we got the worst of it.
I want you to understand where I'm coming from, though.
Yeah.
If God was white, according to how they said it, in whatever they presented to us,
Yeah.
the experience of what our people and generation and ancestors go through, we would be non-existent, man. You know what I mean?
That is true.
It wouldn't bless us. It wouldn't take care of us. But what I'm trying to say, I'm saying that to say this, that you can see God in your own image. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing God in my image.
Yep.
Because my God is in my image.
Yep.
You know what I mean, I'm not going to tell you that there's not a white God. You could see God in whatever image you want to see him in. But I'm saying logically though, like, think about it. Just stop a second and think about it. Based on how they treated us, if God was white, where would we be? If it was only a white God, Caesar said it best. They have this reggae singer in Jamaica.
Yeah.
He said it best, man.
I mean, if there was with God is an entity anyways. He's a spiritual entity.
God is everything, man.
He's everything. He's every race.
God is
He's
everything.
every race and nothing at all at the same time.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
You understand what I'm saying?
He is a being that gave us what we are now.
But I'm going to prioritize my image.
Right? Jesus is always... See, God's not the controversy of how he looks. It's Jesus.
God is a creator.
That is the controversy of how it looks, like how Jesus
That's
looks.
how they...
And that's why I'm like
that's
bothered
some
by it.
top-notch brainwash shit.
Because you can't be in that part of the world and be pale white.
No way.
You can't.
You
Without,
can't.
With no tan?
And the way they explain it, with a woolly hair, nah.
That's what I'm saying. You had a
That's what
fro.
I'm saying.
It's called a fro. You had an afro. You had a fro.
So they say they want back. They want back the Statue of Liberty. You think Trump is gonna send it back?
Hell no. No, I wouldn't either.
They say there's 3 Statue of Liberty.
wouldn't
There's one in France and there's 2 in the United States. One is in Las Vegas and one is on Liberty Island.
Hey, but I wouldn't send that shit back. Hell no.
Why would I?
That's just too petty. That's too petty.
Too much. What's going on, man? That's some personal shit.
And then didn't Indian men having to revoke pardons now? Apparently voided some pardons early. How mad would you be if you got an early release and then be like, yo, nah, we changed our mind actually. Come back.
It's not about change mind. It's about the process that they did. It wasn't did correctly. They say he did the auto signature.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You're not gonna tell me I gotta come back to
No, but
jail
you have to
after I
do
got
it.
out.
You have to do it right though.
Yeah, nah, you good.
You have to
did
do it
it.
right
You did it
way.
right. You rightly let me out of my cell early.
It was void. You know what I mean? It was void. That's some heartache. You know what I mean? Man. So let me look at it because I want to read some of it because this is so intriguing to me. Like this is what the president say. The pardons that Sleepy Joe gave to
Oh my god.
the unselected committee of the political thugs and many others are hereby declared void.
Oh, so that's what it is.
That's what it
He's
is.
going back and undoing whatever Joe Biden
No, it's not that. Listen,
did. Look, see,
wait.
the part is that sleepy Joe Biden have gave out, right? Yeah, it says the part that Joe Biden
gave to the unselected committee of the political thugs.
Right. So these
and many others.
He's petty enough to go back. He's going back to whatever Joe Biden did, pardon wise. He's undoing
No. There's more to it though. Void, vacant, and have no further force or effect because of the fact that they were done by auto pen.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wasn't authentic.
It
wasn't
authentic.
It wasn't authentic
Because Joe didn't sign it.
Joe didn't sign it.
You know what
in other words, Joe Biden did not sign them. That's what he said. But more importantly, he did not know anything about them.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Do you know why?
That's his words.
Do you know why that's a little bullshit though?
Yeah.
Because you know how many CEOs will tell their secretaries or their assistants to put their signature on documents without actually looking at them?
Yeah, it's just like
a busy guy. Yo, you need me to pardon 50.
It's the same thing. It's auto sign. It's just like you go to get the autograph from Kobe Bryant, and Kobe Bryant is not available.
Right.
If you get the authentic one, it is value more.
Right.
But the one you're getting is like a stamp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's worth something, but it's not authentic.
It's not the original.
It's not the original.
Yes.
He didn't physically sign it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what Joe did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that. Trump is just being a petty white man. Wanted to revoke whatever Joe did because he had beef with Joe.
We're not gonna be here debating about who's petty for who's not petty.
He's being petty.
I'm not. It's not.
Right.
You don't give me the right to debate that. You know?
You guys,
this is a conversation.
Tell us what you think in the comments.
Of course.
And whether or not Trump is being petty and going back and deleting whatever or avoiding whatever Joe Biden did when it came to these pardons. I'm saying he's being petty. All right, just to make a point and put himself still in the news.
Well, I don't think, I'm not defending him, but I don't think he had nothing to do with that.
He did.
Because, come on, Chris, you gotta understand this, Anton, that in order for you to pardon is a big thing, you know that? You have to physically sign that sheet, bro.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Of course.
CEOs people who run countries and companies have always been using auto pens or their assistants to sign their documents because they have too much other things to worry about other than signing some documents.
That's important.
For 50 criminals that say, all right, whatever, you're free. Go ahead.
To pardon somebody, you can't use no assistant to pardon anybody.
Yes, you can. All right, whoa, it's like this. That's like you telling me, you asked me to, let's say, go down to sign some agreements on your behalf.
Yeah.
You're giving me the power on your behalf to then sign these documents to legalize everything.
Not to that extent.
Yes, you can. You can legally tell me you are telling me I have a power of attorney on your behalf to sign whatever documents and make this whole deal go forward.
You just say something. That's a power of attorney.
Yes. So if I'm
power of attorney is totally different from using an auto pen and stamp something. That's not a power of attorney. The power of attorney is you giving me the authority with my signature for you to represent me.
Right, and whoever used that auto pen got the authority from the president to then sign those pardons to have them released. That's the same thing. If I, the president, say, listen, yo, Chris, do me a favor, all right? I need you to just take my signature and sign those documents. I'm telling you, with my authority, you have the authority now to then sign those documents and pardon those guys. I just don't have time to sit there sign 50 different slips over and over again. You do that. I have a country to run. It's quick. Just do that real quick for me. Cool? Thanks. And then leave. No.
I want you to get this understanding. Right. What the power of attorney is. Because the power of attorney is, I sign a document giving you the power to represent me.
Yes.
Because I did it multiple times with my accountant when it come on to my tax. Because for her to talk to the IRS, I have to give her the power of attorney to talk to them.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling you right now, you can't use an auto pen to pardon somebody. It's not authentic. You can't do that. That's a stamp that somebody does use. You have to have it written. If he had it written, it couldn't have been void. It couldn't have been void.
You tell us in the comments, because this
You
one right here.
help us with this one.
Help us with this one.
Help us with this one.
Help us with it. That's that. I'm saying.
Because it's just like me. I have a Jordan jersey, right?
Yes.
I need it to be signed. Look at it this way. Jordan signed it physically. It worth more than Jordan stamp or the pen.
That's a little bit different though, because see, that's a historical memorabilia that it's auctioned at different values at different points in time. So that's a little bit different, because to have the authentic thing from Jordan sign it himself, right? That means you had the physical hand of Jordan saying, "I'm gonna sign this for you," right? But that's going into auction later on, so that goes up and down in value whenever the time frame goes.
All right. Help us in the comment section. Let's know if I'm wrong or he's right. It's not about wrong and right. It's about the right way. You know what I mean? So let's see.
It's about wrong and right. You can't say it's about the right way. Then it gotta be a right and wrong. Yo, man. You a politician, man. This guy, you tried to finesse that just now with me. What? I was trying to finesse.
It's about.
You're right or wrong.
It's about how Trump said, Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
You need to be a politician, man. You try to finesse with this style. You say, yo, it's not about right or wrong, but it's about the right way. Then what the, no, what? Yo, man, run for office, man. You tried to finesse. You tried.
Yo, there's some other shit in the news too, where there's a lot of shit going on. There's some other stuff in the news where he deported a Venezuelan.
You know, a bunch of Venezuelans.
Bunch.
Yeah, he did.
It's like watching a movie.
Oh man,
that's
it's
crazy.
Like watching Serpico right now.
You word, bro. Yo,
that's a great movie, by the way. I don't know if you ever watched that.
So this I don't understand though. Like, Donald Trump, he deported, and they're gangsters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're very bad for their country, but you send them to a next man country?
Listen, they took them. Whatever
they was forced to take them because while the plane was in the air, it's the same thing with the same power of attorney.
Oh, yeah.
While the flight was in the air, they were trying to turn it back. Donald Trump said, "No, you guys gotta continue.
You come back here, we're shooting you down. Pick one. We're gonna shoot you down. Don't come back here with those prisoners, man. Pick one. Either go over there or find someone you gotta go. Lay in the ocean. I don't care. But don't bring it back to America."
That's crazy, boy.
I'm not doing it.
And the way they were treating, did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video, but I'm pretty sure they were treated like shit. They were reported, I'm sure of it.
It's like you're watching the same thing, like you're watching a movie. Like, they were treating horrible. Sure. As soon as they get there, they were shaved bald and all of that shit. And it's a responsibility of El Salvador now to take care of those.
Oh, man. I mean, granted, I think with
El Salvador is a poor country.
I don't want to say that.
I'm not saying they should have been here, but it can be done more. It can be done more.
But what do you? But then I don't know, because what do you? This is where my opinions are kind of mixed up. Because what do you then do with people like that, prisoners, actual criminals?
They shouldn't be let in the country in the first place.
Sometimes people become criminals after they get here. Not always when they get here, they're already criminals. But then it's like,
no. That's not how it goes.
Really?
That's not how it goes. You see, when you were a criminal, you were born that way.
No.
When you're a criminal, when you reach a certain age, that's it. You're a criminal. America is not going to change you, bro.
No. We disagree with that one.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you're telling me that people cannot have redemption in their life.
Of course.
No, because what you're saying is that once you reach a certain age, you can't redemption. And I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you may do some fucked up shit for a while, but sometimes something knocks your ass down in life that makes you change that whole thing around. People are always okay to have redemption. And honestly, with our criminal system in America, and anywhere, but especially in America,
everywhere there's criminals.
There is. I feel like our prison systems and our justice system is so fucked up that it leaves people having to go back and do crime again because you're not letting people come out. I feel like, to be honest, and maybe tell me if I'm bugging out in the comments, but I feel like once you serve your time, unless it's a crime of murder or anything we're doing with sexual assault, your record should be sealed and expunged. Or if anything, the only people that should have record able to access your records is only the police and justice system.
Officials. But what I'm trying to say to you though,
because what happens is you go to jail now for, let's say, committing a theft, right? And then you get out. Okay, I want to change my life around. I can't get a job because people can see that on my record, but I want to change my life.
All right.
You're not giving me the opportunity, the opportunity to actually change.
That's the basic, of course. Because a sin is a sin, no matter how you look at it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to tell you now, though, the location don't change your intentions. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, if you was a criminal in Venezuela or Jamaica or the islands, that's all you do, all your life, coming to America, not gonna change that. You're gonna come here and you're gonna continue doing what you do until you change. But what I'm saying is, it's not gonna, like, I'm in America now, so I'm a new man. I'm changed. No, it doesn't change like that. Do you understand? Do you get where I'm going?
Yes and no.
Not change.
Yes and no.
The location does not change you from being who you are.
It can.
You will change, but the location is not going to change you from who you are. You're going to learn from your mistake probably down the line, but the location is not going to change you from who you are. So if you're a bum, if you don't like to work here, you're not going to go to France and work because that's you. That's who you are. You don't like to work.
I feel like a lot of people also are product of their environments.
Of course, they're a product, but once I'm from Jamaica, bro.
Yeah.
I'm from a third world country. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to let you know that growing up in Jamaica, it wasn't the easiest thing, but I wasn't a criminal.
No, you always had a mindset of
I'm not saying that
hustle.
criminal is not here.
Yeah.
If you're a criminal here, so you wasn't born here.
Yeah.
You came here when you were a child, and you're a criminal. You could change when you get deported or get wherever they sent you.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the fact that you was a criminal and that's what you do for a living. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got people who steal for a living. You got people who kill people for a living. You know what I mean? And that's who you are. And I'm not gonna say you can't change because I'm not a criminal, but there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know that I discovered that made me a better person today.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the location, not gonna change those guys from being who they are. What are they gonna come here and do? As a matter of fact, they didn't go to the right system to get here in the first place.
I think what it really is, they didn't go to the right place to change who they are. Because like I'm saying though, is I hear what you say. I'm just saying though, you are part of the environment. So you bring someone from Venezuela or Mexico or wherever, a third world country.
Yeah.
And then you drop them in out of all places, New York, out of all places, where it's fucking hard as shit for the people who work here.
It doesn't matter where you drop.
No, I'll tell you why it does matter. You drop someone here in New York.
New York is easier.
It's not easier. Hell, we struggle in New York.
I'm
And we live here for over 20 years.
You live here. I'm
Right?
just letting you know from experience.
So
you're taking it from an immigrant. It's easier.
But
The opportunity is easier here.
But then you're saying, because I'm saying though, is imagine now if you drop someone off, let's say in a place like, I don't know, Texas, on a ranch somewhere where they raise cattle and horses. That person's mind can then change, like, yo, I kind of like doing this. Open skies, open lands, it's calm, it's peaceful, there's no one shooting at me every day, no cops bothering me. You can.
My experience.
That's when you change your mind.
My experience that I know I experienced that I know for a fact. The location doesn't change you from being who you are.
Okay.
You can change, but the location don't change you.
By saying that, that's like saying, look at our youth in New York, right? You take a kid who, let's say, could be or probably is the smartest kid in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Straight A student. But you drop him in the fucking middle of the hood. There's a high likely chance that he's gonna end up being part of whatever gang system that's in that neighborhood, versus you dropping him in the suburbs, somewhere else.
No.
Yes. You know why? Because the access to then that type of environment is far away. If I'm in the suburbs, I don't have access to gangs and guns and everything else. I'm around a bunch of white kids trying to go to college. So now I'm going to learn from these guys of what to do and how to go about my life. But if I take that same kid and drop him in the hood...
I wish it was like that. I hope it would have been better if it was like that.
It is like that. That's why we need better systems in our community.
Because I'm going to tell you this.
All right.
There's opportunity in Jamaica, but it's very small.
Yep.
Do you understand? Based on the economy that they have, and based on how it's strategized to be, because it's not a mistake. That was deliberately. That's how they want it.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know firsthand. Coming here, a kid like me come here, move here. I was always a person who wanted to make an impact in life. That's what was instilled in here from my mom that grew me. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing as a kid here in the streets. If they do not get that guidance, they're gonna turn to whatever they think is much easier for them to make it. And that what much easier to make it can be a criminal, it can be anything. It can be a drugs dealer, whatever you want to be. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever you think is easier for you to make it. Right. And I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that to say this, that not everybody who deal was ordained to deal, because some people was forced to do it. Some people see it as a much easier way to get what they want to get. So there's a price to pay for that. You know what I mean? Camera. So we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Remember, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Don't pay attention to what's going on over here.
No, man, I'm recording noise.
We got this figured out. Let's track of the cameras, because we ain't got this guy in the cut.
Yeah, you got me over here. It's all good.
No, he's not there, so, you know what I mean? Everything is good, though. It's worked out. You know what I mean? So, back to that. We'll go on it quick so we can leave, because I'm saying, though, like, the location don't really change you. If you have a person have to change after you go there. Because the intention is you don't know nothing else. That's all you do all your life. All you do all your life is to be on the wrong side.
But then, okay, but all you know is being on the wrong side because it's all you see.
Of course. I understand. We're on the same page when it comes on to that.
Yeah.
I'm not putting nobody down. I'm just saying that people could change, but it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, but
you understand what I'm saying?
You're saying though that it's your environment won't help change you. It won't change the person that you are. If you're a criminal, then you're a criminal. And I'm saying
it's not the environment really changing that you are it's not the environment really changing that you are a person who grow and understand and say, oh, okay, it's time for me to change. And you see, when you start praying, because sometimes people lose the way. Yeah. Because if you is a person have a relationship with God in the first place, you wouldn't be thinking like that. He don't have a relationship with God. He said that.
He said he does.
He said that. But no, more than likely, nah. That's some false thing going on right there, bro.
Let's get away from that topic.
Let's get away from that topic, and I mean,
you put 12 feet on the ground.
Of course, man. But guess what? Anyways, we have a. But guess what? Anyways. We have a beautiful brunch. We brunching live on Twitch. Yes. Starting April 6th.
Yes.
It's a reserve only event. So please take the time out to go reserve. We're gonna have food and drinks, mixed drinks inclusive. You know what I mean? It's 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a day event. It's gonna be a beautiful event.
It's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be different teams every week. It's gonna be networking. It's going to be artist showcasing. It's going to be games. It's going to be karaoke. It's going to be whatever you guys ask for.
It's going to be fire.
I'll go 6. Every first and last Sunday in each month, starting April 6th. Pull up. Eventbrite event. Go reserve now. Only $35.
Getting a discount.
Come on, man.
That's a good deal.
Come on.
What did he get with that $35 though?
Food and drinks.
Food and drinks?
Inclusive.
Oh, okay, all right. Nice.
And we're gonna be live on Twitch. Just remember that.
And for anyone that video shoots, pulling up to Outdoor Studios,
there you
do
go.
It all here. Everything here. Everything you need. If you need a cut real quick before you shoot. My man Chris up real quick.
No.
You know what I mean?
Blanco.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Apologies, man. Blanco.
BlonkoPro.
BlonkoPro.
Hey.
BlonkoPro.
I own that.
You know what I mean? Hit up
I was
Blanco.
given the other name.
Hit up Blanco.
You
know what I mean? For your cut real quick for the shoot in the back. I do photography. I do videography. We got a studio in the back, so everybody
we got
shoots.
an esthetician here.
Yes.
And we got
shoots.
an esthetician here,
Yes.
Nika.
Fire.
Hit her up. And guess what we're doing? I'm looking for a masseuse. Anyone out there who's a masseuse? Hit me up. Point a finger over this direction. It's a year. 2025.
You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do.
What?
This week. I'm not really trying to take a vacation,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I'm gonna get like one of those day spa passes in New York
Of course.
and go do like a spa day. for
Of
myself,
course.
man. Have
Of
the whole
course.
treatment.
Man.
That's what
Get
I'm
the
gonna do.
treatment, man.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Treat yourself, man. Don't cheat on yourself.
I'm gonna do.
Treat yourself, man. Don't cheat on yourself.
That's-
You understand what I'm saying? Treat yourself. Don't cheat on.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You know? And then,
So what else you got going on? Tell
So-
the people that what's going
oh
on.
yeah, so man, we've been so hot, heated in this conversation.
This conversation.
Yeah,
Tell the
yeah, yeah.
people what else you got going on.
So coming up in April, we're starting our weekly power shoots going on at Out the Wood Studios. Anyone interested that rather wants to be a model or photographer at one of these shoots, hit me up at Out the Wood Studios on Instagram or at Anton Woods NYC on Instagram as well. We're gonna start that in April. Also looking to my partner Drew is looking to actually start to do classes as well for up and coming photographers in local areas. So if you guys are interested in that, for more information, please feel free to hit me up also on the same link on IG. There's gonna be a lot of different changes coming up in the coming months for the space over here. You know, anyone interested in doing any kind of shoot creatively, I'm down to collab on any kind of project. You want to start doing movies? I'm really looking to try to do into filming movies anyways. I really do enjoy doing that. Like, it's funny how life takes you into certain places to make you realize like where you really want to go with certain things. And film is where it's at. Like doing a short film, doing movies. I enjoy watching movies too much. Like I was just watching an old classic of mine, Gladiator.
Yeah, classic.
And I'm talking about the good one.
Mm-hmm.
Not the second one that came
Yeah.
out, which I think was hot garbage.
Yeah.
And I gave it a second shot too. I gave it another try. I tried
It's
watching
always
part
like
2, garbage.
Always like that.
You know, but the one Russell Crowe reminded me how much I enjoy cinema,
Always like
cinematography,
that, brother.
and I really want to dive deep into doing that, like wholeheartedly.
I remember, I'm gonna repeat it again. Anyone who know, Anyone who know the masseuse, tell them pull up. Tell them hit me up, hit my inbox. You know where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People been asking for it. Why not? You know what I mean, I remember Masked by NYC, Nika, esthetician. She's on deck. Hit her up. You know what I mean? We got so much shit going on. And remember, don't forget, hit up the website, 4kcuts.com. I mean, the merch, they're coming. You know what I mean? I got a lot of new stuff that I'm doing right now. So look out for that. You know what I mean? So remember, like, share, and subscribe. And spread the word. Spread the word. And support your fellow people. Support your people. You know what I mean? I always say it. Support today so we can celebrate tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's what I'm about.
Yes.
And shout out to the Alchemist. The event. Remember, big things are going on. Alchemist, you guys need to be there. Like-minded people, you know what I mean? So we're gonna collaborate on one of these branch where we just gonna be networking, and we're gonna have pop-up shop too. So all you entrepreneur, you young entrepreneur, tap in.
Welcome to Nothing to Fear podcast. I go by the name Chris BlonkoPro. I started this podcast to share my untold story, my truths, and my journey, and my close relationship to Jesus Christ. And I want you to create a life on your own terms. We always have a choice. This podcast is about career, hustle, perseverance, manifestation, fun, sport, entertainment, relationship goals, and